So today I'd like to visit a little bit about the topic is, why do you put so much fertilizer on? And it kind of reminds me of what advertisement I have on one radio station that says, do you put more gas in a tank when the tank is full? And I guess that when it comes right back to soil testing and find out where your nutrient levels are in the soil, and then put that amount of fertilizer on to bring it up to 100% or full for the crop that year. Now, the crop is taking stuff out just like when you're driving your vehicle, gas is going down. And when you're growing a crop, nutrients are being taken out of the soil into the plant, and you remove those, where in the case of fuel, it goes off as carbon dioxide. But that's good because now you got stuff for the plants to use next year to grow again. But think about this, that if the soil test is high, you don't need to spend any money on that fertilizer this year. And why you worry about that a little bit is because I just read a book on phosphorus and how blue-green algae is becoming a big problem in so many water bodies around the United States. And partly is getting blamed is phosphorus coming off of our land because we've been putting too much phosphorus on. And so I just want you to stop and think a little bit about, how much do I need fertilizer? Which fertilizer do I need? Oh, that's the other thing we should talk about a little bit is we got nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Most people talk about that. But also calcium, magnesium, sulfur. And sulfur is becoming pretty important also. And then we have zinc, iron, manganese, and copper. We got boron, chloride, and molybdenum as all essential nutrients. So we can't just think about NPK fertilizer. We got to think about all those things like you'd find in farmyard manure or barnyard manure. And so when you do the inventory in the soil, you have to think about all those nutrients. So just kind of keep that in mind, and we want to get a good fertilizer program for the kind of soil you have where you're growing crops, and just kind of keep that all in mind. Get an inventory of your soil and then follow those. I got another analogy in addition to the gas tank, and that is if you had 3 tractors or 3 pickups sitting in the yard, do you pull the dipstick on one of those and put that much oil in the rest of them, or do you check the dipstick on each equipment? And the same thing goes to soil. Each field has to be soil sampled separately. You can't guess what's going to be in the other field. So always remember that part is that you got to check every field for all the nutrients. Thank you.